everybody. Happy holidays. Thank you for viewing this. Like and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. It's not that hard. It's free. Okay? I got to get that out the way right now. But I'm so happy. It is holiday time. It's that season. But you know what? That season is different for everybody. Well, we're going to talk about that. I'm so excited today because I have some really great guests that have been on my show. And this is my anniversary. I cannot believe it's been 1 year. But I really can believe it's been 1 year. It's been hard, okay? The struggle was hard. But anyway, I'm going to get right into it. And I'm going to introduce my guests, my returning guests I'm so happy to have. And I'm going to start on the left.
Hi everyone, my name is Clay. I am the co-producer and co-creator of Queen Sport Conversations. And I'm happy that we've reached this milestone of 1 great year all together.
Thank you, Clay. I appreciate that.
Most definitely.
Next we have...
Hi, I'm Rosa. I am a friend of Queen D, and I've been a guest on a show a couple of times, and I'm so grateful to be celebrating this 1 year milestone with her.
I appreciate you, Rosa, so much.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you. She's more than a friend. She's my sister. Thank you. And next we have...
Hey everyone, my name is Shay. I am the owner of the Lunchbox Bakery, located in Raleigh, North Carolina. I just want to say congratulations and kudos to you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate
Huge
you.
milestone, but thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Thank you. You know what? I really appreciate Lunchbox. I've been watching her Instagram. She can do it now. I'm serious. Y'all got to go get her food. It's really good. Okay? Next we have, I'm going to start with Nikki right here in the beautiful fuchsia.
Hi, I'm Nikki. I'm Queen Dee's niece. So excited to be here celebrating her 1 year anniversary.
Thank you so much for coming. I had to really twist her arm, but she's seen it, and I appreciate it. Thank you. Next we have...
Hi, I'm Katrina, Darlene's cousin. Congratulations with your 1 year.
Thank you. And she's the only one that calls me Darlene. That's my middle name. That's a family thing. So, no one else knows that, but now you do. Okay? Now you do. Thank you, Trina. I had to twist her arm too. Yeah, so I'm really excited about this year. It's been a journey. What can I say? Mom, they can hear everything you're saying. You want to come on the show? Like I said, this show is what we call a relaxed show. It's an informal show. It's about conversation. It's about what we have accomplished this year. We're grateful to be here. This was a long year for everybody. Everybody's got a different journey.
Yeah.
But we're grateful and we're thankful that we're here, and I'm so excited. So I'm going to start with asking that question to Lunchbox first. Lunchbox, how was your year? Tell me about it. Just give me a little bit. What inspired you to keep going?
This year, actually, I feel like the older I get, the more that I'm seeing that time flies. Like, how is it December 17th already? It was just like January 2nd. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Time has flown by.
Yes.
But my year has been good. A lot of ups and downs. The ups definitely outweigh the downs. This year taught me to just be thankful and have gratitude for the good things that have been happening in my life, and learn from the bad things, learn from the mistakes, and grow from them. So it's just definitely been a year of growing and learning.
Yes, it has been. And what you don't know about Lunchbox, she was on my second show, and so that was really in the early parts of the year. And I have seen growth, and I've seen you on Instagram, and she is incredible. You should see her work. It is really good. We're talking about somebody who transitioned from being a teacher and decided to just do her calling. She felt a calling, and she just decided to be brave enough and just do it. And that's what it's all about.
Oh yeah.
Just receiving that, listen to that ear that, God is talking to you, that spirit, and to just hone in on your purpose. And I'm just so excited for you, what we see what's going on. So everybody, again, I'm going to say to you, you got to follow her on Instagram and see her work. And not only that, buy, okay? Support her. Support a sister, okay? That's what I'm talking about.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And I have my beautiful queen sister here, Rosa. We met years ago. I feel like I've known her for years.
Yeah.
How's your year been, Rosa?
It's been amazing. Transition from selling my home
Wow.
to
That's a
moving
big
in
step.
with a man that relocated for me. It took a while, you know. I've learned to love me more. I need to stop here and say that you inspired me.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
And I'm so grateful, you know, to know you, you know, and I wouldn't miss this for the world.
Thank
But
you.
it's been amazing, and if I could say anything, it would be to love yourself first and live. Life
Yes.
means to live.
Yes.
I've gone through the motions, but now I'm living.
Yep.
And so, I'm excited, man.
You look,
I'm
I'm telling you,
so
Rosa looks
excited.
radiant. She's radiant. I'm telling you, I can see it all over.
Man.
You look gorgeous.
I'm
You're
happy.
radiant, and it's not just an exterior. You can see it from the inside out.
Absolutely.
And it always is.
Glowing. Yes.
That's what shows.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, Clay.
Yes, well, I've traveled a whole bunch, so this year has been a lot. Been through many experiences, personally, professionally, and there's a lot of life lessons learned along this journey of 2022 as well. You know, we've had coming on the other side of COVID, going through inflation. You know, we started off the year wearing masks, and now we can breathe again.
That was hard.
Like what Tony Braxton said, breathe again.
Yeah,
yeah. You know.
Yeah.
I think my
Yes,
last time,
yes.
But I'm looking. But you know, instead of saying 2023 is going to be my year, I'm going to put that faith and trust in God. So, but I'm coming into it with a lot more education and a lot more readiness.
Right.
So I'm going to call it the 2023 and Me tour, based
Okay,
off
I
of
like
23andMe, where you look at your genetic background
Yes.
and everything. So 2023 and Me is all about finding out more and more about me internally, spiritually, you know.
I like that, Clay. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And what everyone don't know, if you don't know, Clay Souza not only, I'm going to call him the CFO, and the reason why I say that is because he has been instrumental in Queen's Court conversation. A lot of people don't know that Clay Souza is my son. I don't know if you see the resemblance or not, but anyway,
You look nothing
but
alike.
we don't look nothing alike. But anyway, he is, and I said to him that I was going to let people know, because he really didn't want people to know. But I want you to know that this young man is such a blessing to me. He has done so much. But I don't want to talk too much. I'm going to start to cry, and I don't want to do that. But I will say this. Ladies, don't always look for the super cool guy. Because super cool means nothing if they don't have a job. I didn't mean to go there, but I'm going there anyway.
That's real.
Okay?
That's real.
Super cool means nothing just because they can dance good and they are very, I don't know, charismatic, if you want to say that. What you need is a man who has purpose, a man that don't mind opening doors, a man that don't mind celebrating you and taking care of you. And I'm not talking about just taking care of you with a job. I'm talking about taking care of you emotionally. Am I correct, lady?
Yes.
Emotionally.
Yes.
Yes, and spiritually. Someone who also don't mind working and don't mind saying, hey, I got you. So ladies, you need to really check those things out first. Abs, 12 packs is not enough. Okay? And I'm saying that, and that's right, I'm bragging about my son because I'm a queen, and I'm going to brag about my king son because he was raised by a queen and he had a king father. Okay?
Okay.
So that's what I'm talking about. And so going forward, I don't want to just keep going, but I want to thank Clay Souza for everything he has done with this journey, because he saw something in his mother, me, Queen D, who transitioned from being a teacher, okay? And he says, hey, during the pandemic, you know, why don't we try this? And I was like, I don't think that I should try this, son, because this is going to be some work. He says, I got you, we got this. And that's what you need to look for. Someone who says, I got you, or I got this.
Yes.
And that's very important. And so I'm going to leave it like that, and we're going to go to commercial break.
And this message
Thank
was
you.
brought to you by Prosecco.
Welcome to the world of Prosecco.
Go by social media. You have to go by what you feel inside and what your heart is telling you and what your soul is feeling. And so, this has been a long year, but it's also been a very good year, a prosperous year. A lot of things have happened in my life that I'm really thankful and pleased with. I've met some wonderful people, and everybody who's here was meant to be here. That's how I feel about it.
Exactly.
There are no coincidences and no accidents in our lives. And I would like to also welcome my beautiful niece daughter here. I call her my niece daughter, Amy.
I am so honored to be here.
Thank you so much, Amy. I appreciate it. Amy has traveled all the way from Charlotte to get here. And so I really appreciate her because that's a long drive for her. She's a very hard worker. She's in politics. And what I didn't say to you is that her and Clay have that in common. They met on that whole political thing with, what was, the guy that was running and he dropped out? Bloomberg. Yes, Bloomberg. See what I mean? Nobody remembers. But I tell you one thing I do remember, Clay getting that paycheck, because Bloomberg was very generous. He was like giving them big bucks. He wasn't playing. When they said they wanted to be on the campaign, he gave them laptops. He gave them big checks. I'm not talking no small stuff, big checks. So Bloomberg, we thank you.
I appreciate you.
Thank you. But anyway, Amy, tell me what's been going on in your life.
Well, I just actually, every campaign that I just want to say, I just got off the Senator Warnock.
Okay.
All
right.
Yes, ma'am. So I just came back from Georgia and, help him win. I don't lose except for that one. That was the only one.
Okay.
I went to Concord as well.
Okay.
I was going to help Cheryl Beasley, but she wanted white women to head.
And that's why she
her-
didn't win.
Well,
Exactly.
God bless her.
But the thing is,
See you on that
I
one.
made it possible for churches to get her there and all of that. And then there's like, well, I don't think we're going to need you anymore.
Sure.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh.
So I went to work for Diamond Williams.
Okay.
And she's the only Democrat that won.
Wow.
Hey, congratulations.
So I'm good at what I do.
I can tell you.
Yeah, congratulations, Amy.
Yes.
And a lot of people don't realize how difficult
It is
politics
very,
is.
It's very difficult. You don't know who you're going to come in contact with. You don't know if, like, tread on me signs and KKK signs and all of that.
It's
You
hard.
have no clue. You just have to be strategic in how you deal with different people. I was able to change a man who was 76 years old in Georgia, white man. And after all of that, he was living beside the guy that had the tread on me sign.
Wow.
And then offer me a kitten.
Okay, say that again.
Okay, so I was able to,
You said offer you a what?
a kitten.
I thought that's what you
Yes,
said.
a
I
kitten.
was like,
A-
am I
a cat.
hearing this right?
Well, that's Georgia, and that
Yes.
was a token.
Because
Okay.
I listen to them and see what is really important to you.
You're right.
You gotta listen before you talk. And when you do that, that is the niche of what I do in politics.
It sounds like sales. That's how it is in sales. Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, what I'm selling is freedom.
I like that.
Nice.
I
Oh,
like
yeah.
that.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So, for everybody,
Yes.
we have to be there for each other. If your neighbor doesn't like you for a certain reason, why not ask why?
That's right.
Makes sense.
That's
Why
right.
don't you want me in your neighborhood? Why don't you like me? Is it because, when you go to sleep at night, you see darkness just like I do.
Right. Right.
So therefore, answer your own question. Sometimes you gotta ask a question with the question.
That's right.
Necessary.
So,
That's right.
and keep it moving You don't want to talk to me? That's fine. I'm going to vote for you. You know? So, yeah. I've been doing this for a long time. We even worked at PCP together.
Sure do.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me tell you something. Thank you so much, Amy. I appreciate what you said. That comes to mind. There was a beautiful woman that was supposed to be here today. She does documentaries and everything. And she wanted to be here, but she was going through a very difficult time because this week she had some neighbors that moved in. And she's a dark-skinned, beautiful woman, but her husband is a German white man. So the neighbors did not know that her husband was white, they were married. So they were treating him like, hey, I want, until they met her. And then that's when everything just fell apart. And so I thought about what you said, because this is very difficult when you move next door to people who just don't like you, even though you're being kind and friendly, and you don't even know why they don't like you.
Right.
And they just don't. So that's why she's not here today, because she was so upset with them that it was just too much for her, because now they're taking it to another level. And this is where we are right now in this country. It's a very difficult time. We talk about, we try to stay inspired with things, but sometimes it's the ignorance of other people and other situations that make it very difficult. Instead of people focusing on things that matter, they're focusing on things that don't really matter. Like the color of skin is just a top part of the melon. It has nothing to do with anything else, because when you cut us, we all bleed the same, have the same organs, everything is identical. So, and it's really difficult because we're in the 21st century.
Right.
And in the 21st century, we had expected, after the Obamas was in office, which you two were actually on that things would have changed for the better. And somehow 45 came in and reversed all that hard work.
Imputed the same.
Yes, all that hard work that we took to accomplish everything, it started going backwards. I was looking at Queen Michelle today, and I'm going to call her Michelle because she said call her Michelle now, because she says she's free. And she talks about how difficult, she had some wonderful times in the White House, but she also says had some trying times in the White House. And she talked about how every little thing she did, from her hairstyle to his suits he wore, was a big deal.
Remember they were mad because he wore like a tan suit?
Yes, they were mad because he had a tan suit on, like, really?
Right.
That's all you want to focus on is the color of his suit? Like, I thought we were trying to run this country.
Right. He had bigger issues than the color of his suit.
Yes.
But okay.
And whether or not she permed her hair or not. Like, oh, well, what the hair look like today, Like, we have been reduced to just hair. Is that it? Like, this is a woman who graduated from Princeton.
Yeah.
And all you can talk about is her hairstyle?
Right.
Really?
Right.
She's done all of this.
Oh my God.
And this is it? This is what we reduced her to?
Yes.
Right.
You know?
Yes. Yes.
Made people healthier.
Yeah.
Made people actually get health care.
That's
right.
And all of that, but all you care about is a tan suit.
Yes. And her hairstyle.
Come on.
That's what I'm talking about. And this has something to do with where we are now. But moving right along, I'm going to talk to my next guest here, Katrina. Hi, Katrina.
Hi, Katrina.
And Katrina is my cousin, and God bless her. She's filling in for Deborah, the one that I was talking about. She's filling in for her. And I really appreciate it, because I know you didn't expect to be put on the spot.
I did not.
But this is informal. This is not I gotcha. Tell us a little bit about yourself, what you do.
Well, I'm Darlene's cousin, as you know. I work in the healthcare field in Greensboro. That's all I can say. Too much. I can't say too much about my job and everything because of health.
But you are a nurse, right?
I am in the health field.
Okay.
Yes.
So, how did you feel about this whole 2 years of pandemic? How did you work with that? Because I know you were working extremely hard,
that
like
was-
12-hour shifts.
Yeah, that's hard. Right now, it's still going on. I mean, we still got a lot of patients with COVID. Yes, we have a whole lot of patients coming in with COVID. The numbers, I believe, are going up. So, I believe we'll soon be wearing our masks again.
No!
I believe it. The way I'm seeing it in the hospital. I mean, yeah, yes. And now in the hospital, they don't have just regular floors like, ICU used to just be COVID. Now they got all the floors with the patients. Yes.
All the floors, like,
Yes, it doesn't even matter if it's orthopedic. If you have a patient that has COVID, they'll put them on that floor. Yes. And we just have to suit up and get our first responders on and work and get the job done.
That's
Well, grateful for you.
That's
Absolutely.
yes.
That's what black women do.
That's what we do. You're
That's
right.
what black women
Yes,
do.
exactly
We
what
suit
we do.
up
And get the
and get
job
it
done.
done.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
Mm.
The job done.
that's a whole nother topic, sis.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's really uncomfortable because it took everyone so long to get to a place where they felt some kind of normalcy.
Yeah.
And I call it the new normal because we're never going back. What do you think about that, Rosa?
Well, not even life situations changes your normal. But I think after you've lived a while, it's not as hard to adjust. And when you become elderly or senior citizen, or whatever you want to call it, I don't know what that is. By the way, I'm 65, so.
Okay. Like the
I know, so it don't apply to me, but I know to be careful. I know to, and I've seen, changes. So I've rolled with the changes. So I like that, the new normal.
Yeah.
And I adopted that years ago because life makes your normal new.
I like that.
You adjust. And,
I like that.
And you keep it, you keep going.
Yeah.
Gotta keep going.
You do.
Yeah, I have to.
I got goosebumps.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, going into 2023, Katrina, what do you think is going to happen in the healthcare field? You said that you think we're going to go back to masks.
Yeah.
Do you think that things will get better or worse?
I think they're gonna go back to almost the same or even worse. Because the behaviors that people have today that have that spirit of don't care, so yeah, I really do. I see it. I don't want it to happen, but hey, everybody has a choice and you have consequences for those choices.
Yeah.
So
That's a word
Thank
right
you.
there. I just want to say that. That is a word. Everyone has a choice. And whatever you choose is a consequence. Not a choice.
exactly.
That's right.
But you don't always think about the consequences.
No, you don't.
Do you get some of the people that are, I can't think of the name of it right now, but the people that believe.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's
What
why so many people that's in the hospital with COVID because they think it's a
They convert, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's why because you're like and some of the people it don't have to be like that, but they made that choice, and that's the consequence.
On my first show, I can't believe that we've gone through 12 months. I can remember making that joke, Rosa. Remember when I said, when people would be looking at each other saying, do you have your card? Did you get vaccinated? Before we smash. And
You did.
What?
You did.
I said, okay to smash. Do you have your card? Can I see
Can I see your card?
And because we have reached a time in our life, because I'll tell you something. Talking about the dating field, but the dating field, years ago, it was more about venereal diseases and AIDS.
see your paperwork.
Yeah. I see your paperwork, how many people you slept with. Oh, I don't tell that. I don't care who you slept with. I just want to see your paperwork.
Yeah.
Oh, names.
Now we're into this whole new generation, and it's like, do you have your cards? And so, this is where we are now. And it's kind of strange because, I was talking to a few guys, gentlemen, and kings, and I wanted to see what their feelings were about this whole vaccination thing and the COVID thing. And interesting enough, going back to what you said, Amy and Trina, a lot of them, our community, don't believe in vaccination. Our community. I can't speak for the other communities, I can speak for mine. And they still don't believe in it. I won't say that they all believe it's a hoax, but a lot of them still don't believe in taking the vaccine.
As well as my Native American, they don't
Really?
want to do it. Yes.
Wow. So I find that very interesting because we have reached a point in our lives where if you are single, you have to really think about a person's political views, which is kind of strange now. Before, you just dated and you wanted to find out about their character and to find out if they were, normal or
their family.
mental illness.
Yeah.
You got any crazy people in your family, right? But now it's like, so what are your political views? Are you a red cap or a blue cap? Because I may not like you.
Are you a purple cap?
So we have went from one extreme now to now we added political views to dating. So I'm going to ask Nikki, my beautiful niece here, who is married to my handsome nephew, and they're a beautiful family. I call them the young Obamas.
Oh, okay. From the young.
Young Obamas. They got
shoes to fill with Michelle, but thank you.
So what do you think about that? What's going on in this dating world right now?
I started dating Troy when I was 23. Wasn't a lot of questions asked. You're cute. I like you. That's
the good old
it.
days. The good old days.
Yes.
But I will say that a lot of my single friends' conversations are way more in depth on the first night. And to me personally, I think that kind of ruins a lot of the fun out of it.
Yeah.
But I understand why people ask. But it's interesting times for sure because, not one group of people are like a monolithic group that thinks all the same. You can't just say, okay, you're a minority, you're going to feel this way, or you're white, you feel this way. You really need to understand that a lot of people have their own opinions now on things. So it's important to be aligned before you take each other serious, I would say.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be talked about,
Yeah.
spoken about on the first night. No, maybe keep it casual, but I think you definitely want to ask some important questions, like where do you stand on, I'm not even gonna get into that, but maybe ask where were you on January 6th? Were you at the Capitol? That's the first question.
That's
Where you
what
going to test it?
On January 6th.
Exactly.
Yes.
But what I think is really interesting is now that we have access to social media, you'll see that a lot of people, because they just put whatever on social media, you actually get a better consensus on how people think and feel, and you'll be surprised. What you thought about a certain group, you'll notice there is subgroups within that group.
Yes.
That you got to segment. Not everybody's the same. You got some people that are more spiritual than Christians, and that you can't really interfere. There's like a lot of differences with that.
Right.
A lot of subgroups within groups.
Yes.
Get to know people, but you definitely want to ask important questions. I maybe make a checklist. Not as sexy, but think about the things that you really need to know, and make sure that it's aligned with what your goals are. Because some things you just
Right.
can't get over. Like I could never date a man that didn't believe in Jesus. That's just
Right.
me.
Yes.
I can't. So I'm not even gonna pursue you anymore. That's
Right.
it.
Yeah.
So, but that's just me personally. So yeah,
Yeah.
you definitely want to ask. I just don't recommend doing it on the first night. It's not an interview. It's a date. Yeah, you don't want to scare anybody.
Let's
Like, don't
squeeze
ask,
in
what's your
some-
credit score? What's this? What's that? It's like, okay.
But shoot, isn't it like an interview though? Are they?
Not to me. No, I try to keep it fun in the beginning. Yeah, I mean, I think that you should be strategic with dating, but you can get the same information without making it seem like an interview.
Yeah.
You know? You don't have to be so, okay. Make it fun, flirty. You'll get the same answers, and you'll be able to have some discernment and figure out if he's the one or she's the one.
That's good advice. Yeah, good.
I mean, I'm married for a reason. Y'all can
That's good advice. That's good advice. I like that. You know, because I always say dating is for dating. To gather data. You know, and so when you're on this date, you are finding out about a person, and your mind is, your brain is calculating all this information about this person, whether or not you can go any the next step.
Thing is, people lie.
Yeah, and that's the thing, you gotta really pay attention to the eye contact and body language to see if this person is real, because again, like we said, because now we're in this social media world, I call the meta universe, because now that everybody is on social media, you really have to be strategic about all this stuff, because it could be some red flags there.
Yeah.
You know, with social media, because
Yeah.
you know, you might get a catfish. I actually did a TikTok. I'm not catfish. And some guy had asked me. You know, I used to always say that Facebook wasn't a dating site until Facebook actually became a dating site.
That was
And so-
actually for us to go to school. Like we had a test, and we were able to say what was on the test. Like you know, it was not what it is today.
No, it's not. You know, so I said, and that's true, because so I used to say Facebook is not a dating site, and then all of a sudden Facebook offers a dating site thing to it. Yes, Rosa?
I believe it.
Yeah. So what I did was I decided to go on it. And when I went on it, I got all, you have a match. All of a sudden you're on your phone, you're like, it goes, you have a match. I said, well, let me see what this match is. And sometimes you might get 30 people and you go, I don't like this match, but that's a visual thing.
Okay.
The first thing I look at, and I know this is wrong, but my mother always taught me to be with someone taller than me. So I start going, let's look at the height first. Then we can go from there.
That's real.
You know,
Yeah.
right?
That's
Like,
real.
let me see what the height, 5'8", no, not gonna work. Now that's wrong to do, because this could be a really great person. And so we have to get past all of that stuff, because you might get someone 6'2" that's fabulous looking, but he's horrible. He's a narcissist.
And
He's
also-
horrible.
And also, I want to advocate for the men a little bit. They don't have the filters and the stuff we have to
Yeah,
enhance
men
our
don't.
looks. And then sometimes it's an unfair
It's not
advantage
fair.
for them.
It's not fair.
Because women, we know how to work these
We know how
apps
to work
better
that
than-
filter.
Yeah,
Wait, no, what?
better than anyone.
I'm like, oh no, I don't like the way my skin looks. Let me see if I can change
So,
the
I
don't like
lighting on
that picture.
So I want to say this. Before you question a guy's appearance, ask if your profile has filters. If it does, then you're playing from an unfair advantage.
Right.
Be your natural self.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And because that's not fair for them.
Yeah.
They don't have, like, literally we go in on them if they wear a hat. We're like, you a hat fish? I want to see what your hairline looks like. I want to, think about
every guy with a hat.
Yeah,
because he
but it's
said
like
that.
at the same time, at the same time we have shapewear on, we have makeup on, we have hair extensions.
Women
we
have a
have-
lot of stuff.
It's not fair. So I try to think of the care. I try to really look at other factors. Of course, you got to be attractive. But on the internet, it is an unfair advantage. Would you agree, Clay? Yeah, it's unfair advantage.
So Clay, I'm gonna ask a man who's sitting here all nice and quiet. Now, I'm sure you have looked on Instagram, and you got a feature where you can make yourself look slimmer. The women can make themselves look slimmer.
That's my thing.
Well, I know they got.
Yeah, girl. They slim thing now, you
You
be
like a
like,
whole new person.
oh. I said, oh shoot, they got a slim up. And guess what? I used it once, even though I am slim, but I just want to make myself a little bit slimmer. Anyway.
The slim Susie, I know.
I said, let me see if this thing really works. So I went on
Are you
it.
happy with the result, or?
You know, it doesn't do much.
Okay.
It doesn't do much. It's like they'll show you like you can make your stomach look flatter if you think you
Share
you're
what I
bloated.
said to you.
Okay, I'm gonna
When
let
you
you
used
share.
to cover up.
Oh yeah, let me
Remember
tell you a
that?
story. Let me tell you a story. My sister, she was like, you know, we was at this concert, right? And I had this nice, beautiful red dress on.
Red A-line.
A-line dress, because I love A-line because I'm tall. And I said, let me
I
put
love
this
A-line.
on and cover myself. And she goes, take that shit off. What you got that on for? Show your body. I was like,
I said women are paid for what you are trying to hide.
I said, oh.
You are beautiful. I always told that.
Yes, she did. She
And I
did.
created.
But now she created this.
But that's who I saw.
Yeah.
I saw
gotta
that.
give
Well,
credit to
nothing
Rose.
else-
I gotta
nothing
give
is
her
more
credit.
sexy
Oh,
than
I
gotta give her credit. I was covered up all the time. I covered everything. I was
She did. She was. I was like, and I did. say
I
that.
did. She did. She did.
But I'm like that, you know, because I
She
saw
saw
her.
something in me that I
did.
was covered up all the time. I was
I
always
did.
covering up.
Yeah.
And
Let me
she's
make sure
doing
my
the
back
same
is
to
good.
me.
Let me show my. And so one day after she said it, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna stop covering up.
Yeah.
I ain't covered up since.
I know. I love it. I love it. I love it.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Thank you.
But I say that to all
Yes.
my sisters, my queens. We are exactly the way. Now I love makeup. I love hair. I love it all. But we are what we are, and I saw it.
Yes.
And I have friends that was not happy. She got it all. I was like, you have all of that. Take that shit
She used to
off.
make jokes to me. She was like, girl, I'm gonna take a picture of you and put you, what was that she used to say when we were
I
at
was
the
gonna
Myrtle Beach?
sell her.
I'm gonna sell you, girl. I'm gonna sell
And I
these pictures.
I'm done.
She was like, girl, I'm gonna make some money. She was at the beach. She was at the beach. I'm gonna make me some money. I'm gonna make me some money, girl. We was at the beach. She's like,
Hold on. OnlyFans Queen D edition.
Oh my goodness.
oh my goodness. So Rosa said she set me free. I was like, okay, I'm gonna stop.
Because
I'm gonna
I
stop.
saw that in her.
Yeah, so now I was like, when I talk to somebody, I'm like, I'm gonna tell you right now, I might have a stretch mark and you might have to follow that road map on that line, okay? I changed because I was like, you know what? I can't do it anymore. I can't.
Yeah,
I'm like,
talking
it
about
is what it
being,
is.
naked and showing.
Yeah, it
everything.
is
We
what
were
it
women,
is.
But appreciate.
That's right. And I appreciate
Love-
myself now.
love
Yes,
you.
that's right.
We were creative.
If you don't love yourself, how can someone else love
That's
you?
right.
Exactly. And you can't love someone else until you love
Exactly.
Right, and we have to also realize this is mediocrity, and this is also from society. This is
That's
bigger
where that
than
come
us. It comes from the media. It comes from white media of what they feel we should look like that white Jesus that we know that doesn't exist. You know, so you know we did that, and it was like, okay, so we're supposed to be skinny. We're supposed to be this. We're supposed to be, but
No.
that's not what we're supposed to be. But we followed it because that's all we had.
And then now we don't.
So I am grateful and
I'm
thankful
thankful for
for
social
people.
media.
I'm thankful for all of the women. You know, like we can think of so many great women who are not super skinny, who are not this, who are not.
Yeah.
Viola Davis, you know, she came out was like, yeah, this is what I look like, darling.
Right.
You know what I'm
Love.
saying? You know, and we
Lizzo.
could Lizzo.
Lizzo.
I love.
I
Lizzo.
love Lizzo.
I love Lizzo. We can be thankful for, Michelle was even talking about that. Queen Michelle was like, look, I'm tall and I'm not super thin and I'm going to wear my braids now because I can. I was like, go ahead, Queen. Go ahead, Queen. You know, so we got a lot of people, Monique. Remember
Yes.
her? She came out on the award show and she did that dance, that Beyonce dance, you know.
Yeah.
I love
So
that.
all they let us know that, hey, be you.
Yeah.
Regardless
And it's
of what,
okay.
That's how
it's
we were
okay.
created.
Yeah.
You're beautiful anyway. You know, be
Created that
yourself.
way.
You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So I was like,
Confidence is so
okay.
attractive.
It
Like
It is.
it bleeds from
Really
like inside of you. And
Yes.
people just-
And that's who we are.
Yeah.
We're
Yes.
But I
actually
think, like,
spiritual beings
you
having
gotta-
a physical
Mhm.
experience.
Mm-hmm.
So
What you gonna say?
I think you gotta be like comfortable in it. Cause I agree with you. Confidence is sexy, but you gotta own it. Number one, and be comfortable
Yeah.
within that energy of knowing who you are. And
Yes.
I feel, not to get deep, but I feel like a lot of women like struggle with that, like being confident and comfortable within like who they are, their body.
because many of them
Their
ashes.
bodies, what they deserve.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But when you think about it, you know, I go back to a real major concern with Instagram because, you know, people are killing themselves and they don't get a lot of numbers and likes so hard. I'm laughing about it, but it's a real
But
serious
it's
issue.
real.
It's real, it's a serious issue.
It
But,
is.
and also why, especially our culture, and I'm gonna let Clay speak in a minute, coming from a male's perspective. I mean, especially African American women, or, you know, people of color, period. Why are we injecting ourselves to get false boobs and butts and all that kind of stuff when a white woman was doing it because she didn't have it?
Exactly.
Exactly.
So
That's true.
why
They
are
wanna
we
get
doing
lips like
it?
they got.
Didn't they
They
realize
wanna
a
do
white girl
all
was
that.
getting her tan and her lips up with needles in her lips? Like,
Injections,
you know, they try to say
yes.
Kim Kardashian is beautiful. No, Kim Kardashian is Mediterranean. She's black too, okay? I said it. She's Mediterranean. You know, but, you know, she's had butt injections and lip
Right,
injections.
right.
She's had everything. Even though she still is naturally a beautiful woman.
Right.
She is, and that's her choice. But I don't understand why our culture decided that, okay, we need to do that too, when it was already in our toolbox.
Right.
We already had it. So there's something lacking in our confidence with us, or have we, the question I should say, or have we just adopted into the society that they're still better than us? That is something we really.
But they trying to get what we have. Like you said,
Exactly.
Think about it.
So why
Think about
are
And then reverse it and make us feel like we need what they got. But they got it
Yes.
from us in the first place.
right? And think about K. Michelle, who came out and said,
I love it.
yeah, I love K. Michelle. I started watching her, you know, and she talked about people who got botched surgeries.
Yes.
Oh,
And it was us that was getting the botched surgeries. Why were we doing it in the first place?
I feel like women were putting each other on a hierarchy of who sometimes sexual competition for males' attention. And it's like, at the end of the day, a man's not going to choose you because you have a big butt. It's because he likes you.
That's right.
Right.
And
Did you
a
hear
big butt
that?
doesn't
Because
keep
he
a
likes
guy.
you.
Because if that's the case, why are all the IG models not married?
That's right.
Okay.
Why are they single mothers? Why are they?
Yes,
We gotta,
absolutely.
that's why I really feel like we need to work on. We need to have some
Yeah, we need-
introspective.
Yes.
Inner self. Inner self.
Inner self.
Yeah, it's because we're doing all this for what's the purpose? For the trend to go reverse now? Skinny's now the new thing. You can't
Yeah,
reverse
what?
some of these surgeries. So don't follow trends.
Yeah.
Be an individual. Don't be a follower.
Be a leader.
And be you.
Right.
And don't do it for no one else. Now I'm pro surgery if that's what you want to do. Do it the right way. Don't
Do
risk
it.
your life for it.
And if you do it because there's something that has been something that's on your mind. For example,
That's
if you
what
want a
you
rhinoplasty,
want.
Yeah.
you've never liked your nose. Not because you feel that, okay, the media says that your nose should look this way. It's something that was something that you just never liked and you want to change.
Because why do a woman with her butt out on IG get more likes than a woman that's like you, telling us to vote?
Right.
What is it with
Exactly.
the culture that we value big butts over other things? I think we need to focus on that. We've created this monster,
Yes.
and how do you fix it?
Yeah, how do we?
Okay,
I like
let's talk. Sorry. So, I don't put my body on Facebook like that. Whenever I put my body on Facebook, I got a damn turtleneck on.
Right.
Like, real talk.
Like,
Right.
Tell me I'm lying.
Yeah, you're right, you're right. You're right. And I've had, go ahead.
And
I'm sorry.
whenever I go out of the States, yeah, I'm in the tree, you know, like, but I'm doing that for my man
Yeah.
to
Right.
see, to let him know. I'm taking pictures for him.
Yes.
I don't put my shit
No.
on fucking Facebook. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like whenever I'm doing something for Sid, I'm doing it for him.
For him.
I'm not doing it
Yeah.
for no other nigga.
Yeah, I understand.
I'm not gonna put my whole body. Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You know,
again,
But,
but that is
And that's what I'm saying. Like,
But let me ask you a question.
yes, ma'am.
How do you change the trajectory? How do you change that in young women? I would say, for example, maybe 16 to 20. How do you
How would I-
change the
25,
narrative? Is what we
They're
want to
chasing the
know.
attention.
Yeah, they are.
How would I change that? I would change that as far as they need to know their parents.
You said they didn't even know what?
Their parents.
Oh, their parents.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how?
They need to speak to their parents.
But what if they don't have any?
If they don't have any,
Yeah.
Or the ones that's not checking.
they need it. They have aunts and uncles and
There's
everything.
grown women putting their
But let me go. I was gonna
What
get
if
to
they
that.
don't have that? They
Let
need
me-
to believe in
but let me-
themselves.
But let me tell you
Role
something.
models.
Like,
Did you just
like
say-
Nikki
did you
said,
just-
like Nikki said, today's aunties are not yesterday's aunties.
They're the ones clapping on
That's very
social
true.
media.
That's
So,
so true.
what did you say,
And
Clay?
and you,
Like
of
yesterday's
course.
prices.
Wait a minute,
There's no
Clay was
wisdom.
gonna say, hold that thought, sweetheart. What were you gonna say, Clay? I heard you say
Yeah,
something.
it's like what Fat Jill said. Yesterday's prices are today's prices. Nothing is the same at all. And so, as speaking from a man, I'm not gonna run my mouth like I did the last recording we did. I'm gonna be a lot more composed, but just be your 100% authentic self. That's all we want. You
Yeah.
know? And I think a lot of us we're so driven by social media culture these days. How many likes you have, how many shares you have, how many views you have. It's all about the algorithm. It's crazy. Like, people don't want to roll fool with you because you got under 10 likes, but if you got 352 likes, you must be hot or something.
And you may not even be hot.
Exactly.
Just
That
crazy.
part, like real talk.
But it's the people that's like, I don't want to blame just the influencers
Yeah,
because they're
but
doing it because we're
that-
liking
that-
it.
It's part,
That's
it's one
real.
part.
Why are we as a group, like a people on the internet, why do we, well, not me personally, but
Yeah,
these
the
are the
collective.
people, like, we feed their egos. So we're
Exactly.
actually the ones that making things sway from this side to this side.
Exactly.
So why do we care more about a rapper's baby mama that's
So
on there
let me
sharing her
ask
butt
you,
instead of,
why do you care?
I don't follow none of them.
You don't.
I don't
She
follow any
truly
of them.
don't.
But,
No,
but,
that's why I brought up the subject.
but that's what people, a lot of people do.
And that's why I'm advocating. That's why I said that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
It's not
like,
right.
I feel you.
Mhm.
I completely feel you. And the only reason that I'm on Facebook at this moment is to keep in contact with Mom.
And all you gotta do is call.
That's it. That's the only reason.
And all you
I
gotta do-
have
yeah,
no
appreciate
reason
it.
for anybody to know my
But the
location.
thing is too, is that I don't know, not just girls, but women these days would rather have you DM them instead of giving you their number.
Yeah, so
And
true.
And the
Yeah.
reason being is because like a lot of it I feel is they want to maintain this celebrity like facade, and you got to have certain access to people. But no one really wants to divvy out phone numbers anymore. It's like have a phone. Oh,
Yeah.
you won't believe.
Yeah.
We know.
It's like pulling
I do
teeth
that.
almost.
I do that.
So what is that about?
DM me.
Okay, what is that about, a lunchbox that
For
women don't
me,
want- Okay.
for me, I don't like my number is personal, direct line,
Yeah,
but I gotta like make sure this is what I want. So
Right.
DM me, let me talk to you. Yeah, you can text, it's the same idea, but now DM me because
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
less personal. 'Cause you don't have my number.
right. Now,
And I
this is
support you.
interesting. I love how she said that, because Rosa and I will say, because we're from a different generation,
Yeah.
that is just the opposite for us. I have literally told every man off who texts me and DM me all the time saying, if you're not grown enough to brave enough
Yes,
to
ma'am.
call me, then don't talk to me. But I don't need you to say every morning to me, good morning,
Right.
beautiful, how you doing, what you doing? But
I
and then
do
if
that,
I
girl.
say to you,
yeah.
call me, you don't call me. I'm like, well, who is this?
Shoot
Call
me a
me
good
more
morning text.
intimate.
Let me know
So
when
I-
you're mine.
How can they do that?
I
They
get
don't have
this
the
good
phone
morning
number. That's the
beautiful.
thing.
I'm on a
Exactly.
rotation of good morning beautiful every day. I would like for someone
I
to
know.
say, hey, how you doing? can I call you and then let's talk? So then I get an idea from his voice and what he has to say,
That's
his
right.
conversation.
I agree with you.
Then I know what kind of person I'm dealing with. Over a period of time, I can kind of figure out, okay, this person is okay or safe
I
or
think
whatever.
it's easier to not commit when you DM. Because maybe, you know, it was cool for a week, but I'm done.
Bingo.
Exactly.
That's what
Exactly.
Clay was talking
And
about.
not to mention,
That's
you could choose to undownload or you get rid of the app, or you can check it wherever you want. Like,
Heck yeah.
like there could be DMs sitting in there that be collecting dust, virtual dust. Like,
It's just easier to dismiss, I
Yeah.
guess, with social media opposed to like
and
phone calls.
I was reading a
Okay.
study on this because I'm not going to ramble like I did the last show. It's like in angry states. 'Cause, yeah, you should
But
see.
go ahead.
But anyway, but I was reading some data to back this up, and a lot of millennial women, especially Gen Z, they like to have hordes of men DM them because it makes them feel very important on
So
the
it's
inside.
Okay.
Attention.
Okay.
Tensions.
Okay.
It's a self-esteem
Go back
issue.
to the light.
But I just want to say,
Yeah.
Okay.
just to say real
Yes,
quick,
ma'am.
none of us in this room are Gen Z.
I said millennials and Gen Z.
Yeah, he did.
He did, but like millennial, like we millennials, some of us are millennials in here, but like majority is Gen Z. So I know for me, I can't really speak on Gen Z because I'm not, but I agree.
Okay.
Like,
I agree too.
Let's clarify one thing. What's the age group for Gen Z?
So Gen Z is anyone who's born 1995 and after.
I have
Okay,
one,
and
I
what's
have one
millennial?
of those.
Millennial is anyone who's born between 1981 and
I
1995.
have those too.
And that's
Okay.
what we are.
And
That's
Gen,
what we are.
Gen
I'm a
X
millennial.
is
Gen X. Let's see what Gen X
Gen
is.
X is 1965 to
See,
1981.
this is stuff I need to be
And
writing
baby
down.
boomers are anyone who was born between
Yeah.
1945 and 1965.
you better know
Take
the
notes
years.
and
You
stuff.
better
That's
know the
right.
years.
And
See,
that's why I got him on my
because I
team.
needed to know, and
Hello.
I have children within
Yeah,
the
before
millennium.
I have
that
a
is the
cousin-
silent generation. Like grandma's silent right now because he's part of the silent
Okay.
generation.
I have a cousin who's a freshman at A&T.
But when we start talking,
Excuse me, let him finish that statement.
I was just gonna say I have a cousin who's a freshman at A&T, so clearly he's what 18. He's 18,
Okay.
and like I'm a good 15 years older than him, maybe 16. I don't know the math, but it's a whole different.
It is.
It's a whole
I have a
different
son
world.
that's
It's a different world, and I don't feel like I'm that much older, but it's a different world how he moves. Like really,
Well,
y'all
that-
doing this? It's a different world.
yeah, my
Yeah.
youngest, he helped me.
Yeah.
He helped me.
Exactly.
I had to parent him different
Mhm.
because I
Wow.
was 41 when I had him.
Mhm.
Wow.
He helped me.
And also too, we have to be very careful with social media, especially the younger generations now. And
So, let me ask you a question. What is Aaron's generation?
so he's a Gen Z.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And someone like Brielle is considered, and obviously Brielle and below is basically Generation Alpha. That's a new term that they coined.
Generation
Alpha.
Okay.
He's the one with the hood,
Alpha.
right? With the hood on?
One called Generation
Aaron?
Alpha.
Is that Aaron with the hood on?
No, that's a Dan.
Oh.
What's
never.
Generation Alpha?
Yeah, Alpha is, and then I don't know it's entirely, but if I'm gonna take an educated guess, it's anyone who's born like after 2010.
Okay. So what is this last time I was asking
Yeah.
this, what is Dan Dan?
Yeah, Dan is Gen Z.
Gen Z.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out the
Yeah,
numbers.
absolutely.
You know,
But I
this
do
is
feel
a lot.
like
So Harrison and Brielle are alphas.
Woo.
I do feel like
Wow.
I'm gonna step
Yeah.
on toes, but people my age who have kids, I do feel like they really baby their children.
I
Like,
agree.
oh, let me pour
I
this for you.
agree.
What, you're a millennial?
Yeah, but like they
By my
just really
classification.
baby them like so much, and like for me as a millennial, my parents didn't do that, but my parents weren't millennials. My parents are baby boomers, so they had a different way of parenting. You know what I mean?
did.
And most of my friends have baby boomer parents, so it's just it's interesting to see how they parent when your parents didn't parent you like that, but you know. You
Like,
do
yeah,
whatever you
Like I
think
see
you
parents doing the TikTok
Let me
dances.
tell you what
She
happened.
would never do no dance with me.
Let me tell you what happened.
know.
This is a perfect example of what you're talking about. Today, I had two young men come in to remove a wash and dryer. and they didn't know how to do it.
Were
That
they
was the most embarrassing
younger
thing.
than us?
It was the
Yeah,
most
it was
embarrassing
embarrassing.
thing. It was embarrassing.
Do they work
I
for
said,
Habitat.
they came in from, I wanted to donate for the holidays on washer and dryer. And I said, he says, how do you unscrew that? What do you do? And I said, well, I think you just get a screwdriver and you turn it. Do you know what that is?
Wow,
no.
really?
No. I said, you're kidding me. Maybe if you get off your phone, you would know how to do something.
How about YouTube?
This is ridiculous.
I had a friend.
So, it's still there.
I have a friend, she's like 45. She's one of my good friends. We traveled together, and she was showing a coworker who was younger than her, a male, how to change a tire. I had a problem with that. How you not know?
Yeah.
You a man.
Because he didn't have to know.
Yeah.
But she was helping him out, being a good Samaritan. Let me help you. Not pumping no gas.
No, I agree. I don't pump gas. I gotta make sure the car is filled up before I go. That's a queen for you. I'm like, if I'm by myself, that doesn't mean I don't know how to do it. But I'm not gonna be
Usually, we're gonna make sure.
And you know what stopped me? I'll tell you what. One time I was in New York, and New York you pump your own gas. But in New Jersey, you're not allowed to pump your own gas. So you have two different states. New Jersey, you're not allowed to get out of the car
Right.
and pump your
I
gas.
love
They
that.
do it. And I lived in New Jersey for 5 years. New York is opposite. They want you to pump your own gas. So here I am in a beautiful dress going to a wedding reception, and my tank was low, and I had to pump the gas. I get out and I have to pump the gas, and I looked at the people in the restaurant, and they were hysterical. And I said, I'll never do that again.
What do you mean? Like
They were laughing at me because I'm all dressed up all fabulous, and I got to go out and pump gas in an evening gown.
This is a long time ago.
This is but I'm saying it did.
where's
it
the
did,
men at? Why didn't a gentleman come outside and be like, let me
Yeah,
help
they
you
were all
fix
laughing at me. So
Like,
this is
where's
what
that
I'm talking
The real
about.
men stand up. That's what you
Depends.
say.
I went into Sheets. I went into Sheets the other day. I'm walking in. It was men behind me and in front of me, but I gotta open my own door.
Yeah.
All these men right here, and I'm
Well,
talkative and loud.
Again.
Where's the real men at?
Let me interject on that
Yes.
lunchbox. A lot of women don't like to have don't really know how to react to chivalry.
Thank you.
They, as I said,
They
Nicole, in the
haven't
previous,
been taught.
as I said in Nicole contestants and Queen on the previous show, I said with our other guests is that women don't know how to receive to doors being open or receiving flowers. You're getting scared when a man gives you flowers. Like,
Interesting.
what? Like, what are you
I
giving
find
flowers
that
for?
very strange.
I do
It's
too.
that way, so
Yeah,
I don't
because-
understand it.
I don't
Or
get it.
opening doors, anything of that nature, and it's just amazing now because you have a lot of like women who own trucking companies or who do
Yeah,
those type of
yeah.
works, and they drive trucks and they
But I
do look-
understand we're in this culture where we have to be independent and take care of ourselves and look out for ourselves. Because real talk, men don't always do that. So you got to look out for yourself.
And
You
also,
know what I'm saying?
yeah, and also too, communication has become very dull to like 5th grade type
Yeah.
language where you're appealing to
Text.
the reptilian part of the brain, which is not to really cross the subject, bring it back into politics, why people who support Trump,
Oh yeah.
because, or people who watch Fox News, because they use, if you ever look at their graphics, they speak in 5th grade language.
Yes.
That appeals to the reptilian part of the brain, which controls people, which makes you act
That's
very
what I
reactionary, like
understand.
Democrat cities
But
are
that's
burning.
their demographic. Because
Right.
I thought this was interesting. The people who voted against Trump had like where the schools are, the colleges, those are the ones who voted blue. But the rural areas and the people who did not go to college, not throwing shade, they voted for Trump.
Now, I
They
bring
didn't have
that.
an education.
I bring to
What
bring
happened
this
to
back.
George with that Herschel
Yeah.
Walker thing?
Now, to bring this back to full
I'm sorry.
circle, bring this back full circle to what I was saying is that now when you talk to younger women, it's been my experience, and I've actually have tested this. If I say, hello, good morning, how you doing? And normally my language is I speak in paragraphs. I'm a little old school that way. Get seen, no message back. If I got someone, hey baby, what's up? Hey, I'm doing all right. You know? If I like dumb myself down, and I recently, this is where you actually really have gotten me, Queen. I started really dumbing down my language when I talk to women because I figured they would find that more attractive. Like I call it DM language.
Yeah.
When you really you talk like a 5th grader. Hey, where you at today? What you doing today?
Yeah.
And Queen, to your credit, you said, don't dumb yourself down. You didn't
Yeah,
get this
not ever.
education
Don't ever
all that
suppress,
just
no.
to impress these women folk out here.
Yeah.
You.
And just
Yeah.
kind of to piggyback off of you, my dude, he would say like, he's a nice guy, which he is, but nice guys do finish
And he
last.
shares my
the
name,
women,
of
So
course.
sad.
he does share your name.
True.
But like, we want the bad boy. We want the adventurous, fun, whatever. But he's a nice guy, and he always would get the short end of the stick. I don't know why we do it, but it's true.
No, you can go with
I'm
nice.
into, I like,
With
I'm
the
an
little,
Intelligent.
me too.
I love
need a
intelligent
little
men.
bit of that. They gotta have that edge
They gotta
too,
have
but it
a
gotta
little
be
edge.
a gentleman.
Gotta be a gentleman.
So
yes.
true.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So true.
So going forward, going into the new year. Wow. So going into the new year, I'm going to start with you, Lunchbox. What do you see? What do you see, and what do you want it to look like?
Professionally, I want to have more corporate clients. Corporate clients, get at me.
Yes.
I'm thankful for the corporate clients that I do have. I do want to expand upon that. Personally, I want to become, I don't want to say driven, but I just want to become more focused and have tunnel vision on what I'm working towards. So knowing that, like putting my goals out before me and just like asthma attacking it and going for it and getting it. So for instance, I want to have a storefront this year.
Oh, that'd be wonderful.
Why not? 2023, why not? Have a
Why
storefront.
not? Yeah.
Have a storefront. Come to my shop. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I love
I don't have a house. I currently don't have a house. Let me get a house this year. Let me do it. Let me focus on what I need to focus on to get it. And then also, again, personally, like I said, this year was a journey for me in growth and learning what I need to work on for me. Just to be transparent, I know I need to work on like self-esteem and building myself up and knowing that I am capable and I am enough. And I know it's a lot of women who struggle with that.
But you're
So-
beautiful, so
Thank you, Seth.
boom.
But like, I just feel like a lot of women who need to know that, and how we talk about these younger women.
Yes.
Like, y'all need to know that y'all are enough and
Self-love.
worth it.
Yeah,
and can do
exactly.
it. Self-love, exactly.
Exactly.
So that's something I want to focus on, not just for myself, but also to like influence and encourage other women to do the same. That you got this.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank
Yes, ma'am.
you. And you, Miss Rosa, Miss Queen Rosa.
Okay, I do have goals. I currently work 20 hours a week. So, the 20 hours that I'm giving to somebody else, I really need to go ahead and be in business for myself again. I used to always have a home-based business for myself. Number one, for tax purposes, and in case we go back in the pandemic, I could get that PPE loan.
Exactly.
But anyway, I feel that if I'm giving that 20 hours to somebody else, when I know I need to be doing it for myself, and I got great things in mind, I need to say that we need to educate ourselves on cannabis.
Oh, yeah, I
Because
agree.
it's so much better for us than prescription drugs. And I have a lot of friends and families that are aging, and the prescription drugs are really bringing them down. So,
And expensive.
yeah, that's, and that's my goal, and I already know that I can do it, so, and I personally like cannabis. It's better for us,
Yes.
and I'm doing my homework now, you know.
Yeah.
You know, so I can create that business. I know what it is. I just need to put it in motion. Now I'm at the research point of it.
Will you make gummies?
That's the thing, man. It is.
I got
It is.
So, okay. As soon as I get it, you'll get it.
Okay.
But that's where I am. Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
I love that. And what about you, Nikki?
Wow. I guess if I had to say going into 2023, I'm just pushing boundaries for myself. The sky's the limit.
Yes.
I've already accomplished things that most people thought were imaginable for someone in my situation growing up in the way I did. So now it's just, I can't be defined by anyone at this point. I'm not going to be boxed into anything. So it's just pushing boundaries for my family and I. make sure I'm thriving, my kids are set up
Yeah.
for the
I know,
future.
that's just-
Exactly.
And, that's
Yes.
so,
Yes.
Yeah.
my husband is doing what he needs to do,
Yeah.
helping him reach his goals. We work together. It's a team.
Yes.
Oh,
I
So
love that.
Good.
Yes. And what about you, Miss Katrina?
Oh man, okay. Well, I'm just looking forward to better things. Last year was a little tough, but hey, by His grace and mercy, I have made it through.
All
And
right.
that's what it's all
Amen.
about.
Love
That's
that.
Yes.
what it's all about.
Amen.
But this year, it's gonna be even better.
It is.
I'm gonna make it even better. I'm gonna get some things done that I didn't get done last year because of certain circumstances. But hey, we fall down, but we get up.
All right.
Right.
Yes. Yes.
Exactly.
Yes. And what about you, Miss Amy, Queen Amy?
Queen Amy.
Work on a municipal race or two. I'm joking.
Let her say
I'm
what she
gonna
wants to
sing
say.
this year.
Okay. Beautiful. That's a dream of
I'm gonna
yours.
sing this year. I'm gonna really own my talent.
Okay. That's beautiful.
You can do it too.
share something now.
I've been broke.
Mm.
I lost my mom. I lost my dad. I've lost my grandmother. I've lost so many people in my life that I can just call and then God brings me you and Clay and all these beautiful women.
See?
That's
Is it okay if I
beautiful.
sing?
And I'm so happy that you said that because it's time. It really is time for you to own. You have so many gifts, so much talent in you, and you have not even, you tapped just a touch at the beginning of
Just-
it, but
just-
now you're
just
gonna
a-
just
just
let
a
it
little bit.
explode. Yeah.
Yes.
It's gonna let it explode. That's, I'm happy to
We're
hear that.
broken down in heartache, going on merry-go-round, and you mountains, and I'll rise up. Rise unafraid, I'll rise up, and you, and you.
Powerful
And I'll rise up, rise like the day.
Yes.
And you,
Beautiful.
and I will do it, time and time again.
Thank you. That's beautiful. Yes. Thank you. I appreciate you. That's beautiful. She have a strong
She
voice.
does.
That just touched my heart.
Powerful.
That just touched my
Yes.
heart, Amy. That's beautiful. Thank you so much.
Definitely.
No, I ain't finished. I ain't finished,
Well,
Mom.
you know what? I'm gonna let play,
I ain't
and then
finished.
I want you to
Hold
sing.
up.
Before we close up, I want you to sing.
Had a little talk with Satan. Told him not today. Today's not the day you wanna play with me. And I had a little talk with Satan. Told him, can't get in my mind, can't get in my heart. Laid my daddy to rest, but I'm still at my best. from here.
Woo! Amen. Beautiful. Amen. It's beautiful. Wow.
I got it done.
That's a little girl with a strong, powerful voice inside of her. She got some spirit in her. All right, I heard that anointing. I heard that anointing. Church, that's yes. Okay, I'm gonna let Clay say what he has to say. Go ahead, Clay.
Well,
We going F up and down. Okay. Oh my God.
You stupid. You stupid. You stupid.
Okay. Stop. Okay.
And said we are all the way live.
Like I said, this is the end of the year show.
Oh Lord.
You know, baby.
I can't.
Okay, good. Be
I'm
serious
good.
now.
I'm
Go ahead. Be serious. Oh, man. 1 minute I'm crying because Amy and her teeth, and I'm crying because
Clay wanna get his song in.
yeah.
Anyway, Clay, you're okay,
Yeah.
Clay.
So yes, as I said at the top.
All right. You even got the videographers cracking up now.
Okay.
Yeah, but yes, as I said at the top, I would like to make 2023 2023 in me, where I focus inwardly as much as outwardly, and explore all possibilities abundantly and with no apologies. And I'm going to be creating some boundaries, and I'm going to be keeping some people
Boom.
off.
Necessary.
That part. Take them out.
Yeah.
That's necessary. Yes, sir.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm going to be, blocking people more, like
not
the Ken
bad.
Baby tumble. No.
No, no, no.
It's not a bad thing.
But,
It's not a bad thing.
but serious. But I'm gonna take one day at a time, because life, as a millennial say, life can be life, but I really want to make sure that I'm living my fullest every single day while making long-term plans. Because I know some people who try to calendar everything. I've never been a huge calendar person. It's a good reference, but I mean, planning a dinner in February, that's just not something that I would per se do if I'm over in Raleigh. I mean, it ain't like Raleigh got the best restaurants in the world, but shade, but yeah.
Okay.
but seriously, just taking every day as it comes and just living my fullest. Indeed.
And on that note, we'll take a commercial. Welcome back. Hey everybody. I just want to say that I really enjoyed the conversation with these queens here. It was informative and it was provocative, and it just resonated in our spirit. And thank you so much, Amy. You really touched my heart. You have a voice that is a heart of gold. You're so anointed. You really are. And I can't wait to see what you do in 2023. I can't wait to see it. It's powerful. Wouldn't you all agree that voice is powerful? And Clay, I think you should just start, your circuit as a comedian, okay? You get that out. But seriously, Clay, I really appreciate you. You can be really funny sometimes, and I appreciate you, son. Thank you so much. Okay, this wasn't on my list to do, but I felt it was very appropriate going into 2023. And this is something that I have wanted to read. It just came to my spirit, and I just wanted to read it. This is what it says. It says, I choose to live by choice, not by chance. I choose to live by changes, not by excuses. I choose to be motivated, not manipulated. I choose to be useful and not used. I choose self-esteem and not self-pity. I choose to listen to that inner voice, not random opinions of the crowd. The choice is mine, and I choose to surrender to the will of the divine minds. For surrendering, I am victorious. I choose life. And the reason why that came to my mind is because the person who wrote this was a person that was in a hospital. A person who had suffered from low self-esteem and depression in a mental hospital. And before he left, he wrote this. And I kept it because it is so profound for someone that is in a recovery program. We all can feel that inner voice. We can feel what that person is saying. We can feel that he had been through some struggles, and now he chooses life. He chooses to make changes in his recovery. And I just thought that was beautiful because we all have been through something. We may not have been on his journey, but our journey is still a journey. And we all have purpose. And we aspire to be, what we need to aspire is to be who we are, not who someone else is.
Yeah.
You know, that's what inspires us. So when you think of someone like this, who was locked up and had a hard way to go to get to this point, then it makes us realize that even though it's not easy, we all have what it takes to be who we were meant to be. So I just want to thank everyone because this has been a journey for me. It's been a transformation in my life. If COVID didn't tell us one thing, it told us that if you're still here, you got stuff to do.
Exactly.
Okay? And that is the truth because a lot of us didn't make it. Like Amy said, a lot of people lost loved ones.
Yeah.
For the loved ones, we are standing on their shoulders. And it's our responsibility to do something with that, to do something for them. You know, so their life won't be in vain. You know, so with that going forward in 2023, I plan to do just that. Every offer, because one thing I always say, do it even if you're scared. Because at least you tried.
Thank you.
And to my late father, God bless his soul, he always said, nothing beats a failure but a try. So I have all of my family here, and I'm going to wish everyone a happy new year. That's my beautiful nephew in the background. I have my family here and my beautiful friends, so I consider my family. And we all want to wish all of you a good holiday, because everybody's struggle is different. A good holiday. My sister passed on Christmas Eve, so when I say a good holiday, but we choose to honor her life. We're not going to be depressed about it. Okay, she's moved on, but we're still here, so we got stuff to do. Okay, so with that, I would like for us to make a toast. This is my beautiful cake from one of my guests that came to the show. This beautiful cake, I just had to showcase it because it's so gorgeous. It's Christina, what's her last name? Griffin?
Griffin.
Yes, I want to make sure I say it correctly. And she did this beautiful cake. We have a lot of talent in this room. And so let's toast to the holidays and be in a good space. Be with like-minded people. Like-minded people. Because if you learned anything